AI is everywhere, guys, and as somebody who was looking into buying some coloring books, I was so disappointed to see that, as expected, a whole bunch of coloring books all over Etsy, it's literally just AI generated images. And what makes me think that? Let's take a look. So, this is our first victim. This is in 5 people's shopping carts, which is crazy. Oh my gosh, I feel bad for the people getting scammed, man. 50% off. So you can get 50 magical spellbook coloring pages, fully illustrated, fully, completely fleshed out for $1.81. Let's just think about it real quick because if you think about if these are hand drawn illustrations, the amount of time it would take to illustrate even one page would be an astronomical amount of time, let alone 50. Selling a bundle of 50 art pieces like this for $1.81 is a ridiculous lowball for the amount of time it would take the artist. And of course, the only reason they can do that is because it says AI generated. And again, what makes me say that, besides the fact that this is a book where the lettering on the book somehow both is horizontally and running vertically, look at all the swirling details that, look fancy in the beginning. And then you look a little deeper and you're like, dude, none of this actually makes sense. Like, is this a clamshell? Is this a jellyfish? Is this a moon? I don't know. Here we have some example pages. What is this skeleton book, North Star compass, star moon? What are these like moss things growing out of the book? More pages, more warp stars. This is the most absurd book that I've ever seen because somehow this book is 2 books combined in one with so many pages the book realistically cannot actually close. We have this one where the book pages fold in back on itself again. Because that's definitely how books work. More example pages. Oh, this is all AI. And look at this too. I think this is so funny. They have dark and light versions included. For what exactly? We have like a higher opacity page and a lower opacity page for coloring. I fear whomever made this does not know how coloring books work. They have other listings for 90 cents. You can buy 25 pages of fully illustrated flower storefronts. Are these actually flowers? Because if we look a little closer, they look quite suspicious. They look like mold growing. The doorway is not even. Oh lord. More AI flower shops. More AI flower shops. Here's the thing too, again, like thinking upon this, now I haven't used that many coloring books, right? But I would imagine that if you get a coloring book, you would, I don't know, want to color in the coloring book. But then because so much of this is already colored in grayscale, like you really can't color in the parts of the flowers here because there's so much gray in there already. Like any marker brush you unless you use like one of those like acrylic full on acrylic paint markers, it's not going to be able to color over the gray well. All products are as advertised. I think it's funny because they do say, please note in creating our products, we use AI tools. Like it's all AI generated. But I think it's funny because they write, these coloring pages are for personal use only. It's strictly prohibited to resell, distribute, or reproduce the images in any form, digital or scan, without prior consent. AI is not copyrightable. And I have a video on my channel talking about this, but recently there was a legislation where basically there was a guy, he had AI generate this image. It was like a foresty image, and he was trying to get it copyrighted by the US Copyright Office, and the Copyright Office denied him twice. So then he tried escalating it up to the US Supreme Court, and the US Supreme Court ignored him. That in itself is a ruling, because if they don't want to hear it, then they're not going to even deal with any sort of copyright law regarding AI generated images. They're just not going to copyright it. So I think it's interesting that it's like, yeah, don't like take and reproduce it, but like you can't. You don't own copyright over AI images. So we have another one. So again, like I was saying, one red flag to note for is pricing, when the pricing is ridiculously low. Now, this pricing is a bit higher. It is also 50% off, but the base price is $33, right? So you might be like, oh, maybe this is legit. Till we look at, wait, what do they sell you exactly? The whole coloring shop bundle of 9,500 pages, 150 books, unlimited access. What human is able to draw this much and sell it at such low of a price? That is like feasibly impossible. I just think it's so funny. What do you get? 9,500 high quality images, 150 books, cover page with no text for inspiration. I think that is very funny to add. So you get a blank page. Is that what I get? They also offer light and dark mode. Like maybe I'm missing something. No coloring book that I've used has light and dark mode for the coloring books, but maybe that is something that people like. Here are some example pages. Oh boy, would you look at that? These are all AI generated. We've got our samurai with 1, 2, 3, 4 swords, all intersecting at random angles. Example books. Chibi Bohemian Girls, Chibi Wizards, Christian Nun Girls, Anime Police Girls, Anime Prince, anime female angels. I'm just gonna be honest, these feel weird. Feels weird that these are the categories, but maybe that's just me. We have more anime vampire boys, anime princess, anime army girls, stoner boys and girls. Like, who is making these, bro? And then they have a with text and without text, anime male samurai. I'm so genuinely confused. Like, there's no way people buy this, right? But I guess there's people leaving 5-star reviews. Fabulous, great quality. Great quality, exactly what I'm looking for. Again, I think it's so funny because again, they have you're not permitted to share, sell, or license the uncolored images. Sell or license your colored versions of the images, whether in print or digital format. Again, you can't copyright AI images. I could just rip it and resell it if I wanted to. There's no legal ramifications to stop me because you have no legal ramifications protecting generated images. We have more. 23 moth coloring books. Bonus cover page. And again, this is the thing that I find funny because all of these have light and dark modes. This is the dark mode. This is the light mode. More moths. Again, just note the butterflies with 3 wings. Like, what is happening to the wings of these moths? And literally every single one of them have copyright. And see, look, this is what I mean, right? Because one of the comments says, the pictures are beautiful. However, there may be too much grayscale for my liking. Because that's what I mean, right? Like, beyond the fact that this is all AI generated, these are just like sucky coloring book pages in general because there's too much gray. You just can't color over it unless you have paint markers because it won't color the gray out. I found one that looked like this, which it's advertised in a much different way than the other ones, right? Where the marketing pages, whatever, it has all the pencils. I was like, oh, maybe this is like different. Maybe this one's like actually legit, right? But then you look at the example pages. This does not inspire confidence. I'm gonna be honest. Our girl has a headband detail that doesn't make sense. Their ears are all completely different. Not to mention his eyebrows are all completely wonky. Oh no. What is happening with the ear? There's like way too much cartilage in this ear. This guy has like 4 eyelids on one eye. The logo detailing all does not match sense, and the jacket collar becomes a hood. And not to mention, we have my favorite, the girl with the cat in the back, except she's got one ginormous hand and one super teeny tiny hand. This is absolute top tier garbagery. Like, what is happening? There's also the same like coloring books in the cutesy style that's been really like taking over the internet. I feel like this really cutesy, cartoony art style, which again, a lot of people draw like this. So I'm just saying, just because it looks like this doesn't mean it's AI. But already a little bit suspect if there's 7,000 pages and they're selling it at under 10 bucks. But once again, we have elements of the artwork that's very suspect. She's holding a beaker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fingers on one hand, 5 on the other. A good sign. A donut in bed. Nice. With a cookie on the floor? I don't know what's happening with the legs here. Oh no. We have a woman sitting by the fire, a bow in the fire, holding nail polish. Maybe she really likes nail polish? What is happening here exactly? This flower stem broke. The flower also has a broken leaf. He's holding a hose of some sort. And then we have mystery sun melting into the window. Not inspiring much confidence, unfortunately. Here's one. Dreamy book nooks, an isometric coloring adventure. And I was like, okay, wait, maybe this one's legit because like the styling is different. Again, I don't know. I was like, this one doesn't look like explicitly first look, right? But then you look a little bit closer and things look a little suspicious. And again, on first glance, you might be like, oh, maybe this is normal. Maybe it's like a human error. I don't know. We have like detailing, right? What is this? Exactly. This like lamp thing and the really choppy looking typewriter. And some of the details that don't look like straight brush strokes. The V's for the knits on the draped tapestry don't make sense. And then we have this. Looks mad AI. 50 pages. Here we have another isometric style. What's happening to the couch? Exactly. On the back, there's a bunch of holes there. It's all looking mad funky. And then, of course, we have the anime girl coloring book page. Because for some reason, anime girls are the most co-opted style ever when it comes to AI generation, and using AI to make anything. Don't be disgracing my milk tea like that. Look at the ears. What is the accessories going on the head? Oh, nar. Oh, nar. What is happening over here? She's got a hole in her ear. This isn't a gauge. It's in the wrong spot. It's just a hole. Like, what in the world? Ah, yeah. Every time I see stuff like this, I'm like, dang, man. Like, it feels like you just can't shop for art and stuff anymore because there's so many AI slop just flooding all the pages. And literally in the caption, 3 stars, obvious AI and crop images, but if you want a lot of photos for cheap, this works. It just sucks, man. So if you're shopping and you're trying not to buy AI generated images, a couple of things to look out for. If the price is astronomically low relative to the amount they're giving you. If they're giving you like 100 pages for $1, that is drastically undersold and you're going to get some AI images. If there's a buttload of grayscale, that's what I've noticed with a lot of these like AI coloring book pages. That's something that I've seen with them. Another one is if they do like a bajillion different art styles, because typically if people get stylized and specialized in one style, they're not drawing like 10,000 bajillion different art styles where every single coloring book looks like it was made by a different person. So, what are your thoughts? Have you bought one? Like intentionally, accidentally, whatever? I would love to hear your thoughts down below. And if you like this video, I appreciate if you like and subscribe. I am working on some merch. I am wearing one of them right now. It is a cat t-shirt. Haha, get it? They're having tea. Yippee. So, anyways, that'll be out soon. I hope you guys are excited. I am excited for it. But yeah, catch me on Etsy or Coffee, and I stream on Twitch 3 days a week, Mondays and Saturdays at 6 p.m. and Thursdays at 7:30. Oh, we hit Diamond and TFT. I played 180 games to get there. So yeah, did that, and I hope to catch you all in another video. Peace.